Hey everybody, this is Butt Sanchez, the only YouTuber that made you realize you've never had a better time on YouTube, until now. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay between my video playthroughs because I find it more efficient if I kind of record all the footage for a game in one go and then go through and edit them piece by piece and then upload everything on YouTube and then just schedule releases daily kind of thing. And anyway, my next game I was going to play was Donkey Kong Country 3. And I like to have, I don't know if I'll be able to get the whole game display on the like full screen or whatever, just because it's an old like 4:3 aspect ratio game from the 90s. And I'm probably going to put an input display and whatever else on there. I originally was going to put a mini map, but I kind of concluded that was probably a little bit too tricky to do, as the resolution of the maps in question are like a ridiculous like 300 pixels by like 9,000 pixels, so you know, trying to stretch that across and make a mini map would be a little out of the question. So instead I'm doing the next best thing, which is I'm just gonna have like a series of sprites from Donkey Kong Country 1 animating on the side of the screen, and so far I have most of that done right here, but a couple people from work were asking me, well, how do you do that? What's the process of doing that? So I figured I'd just kind of show this. And I guess I'll just start that now. So the first things first, to get my sprites, in this case for Donkey Kong Country 1, I just Googled DKC1 sprite sheet, and this is the first thing I found. If I go back a page, it should show like everything. Donkey and Diddy, I got these straight from this site here. I think the running animation is, if you can see my mouse, just kind of like right in the middle right there. I have for Donkey. I won't show for Diddy, but anyway, I just go and kind of go find the sprites. And when you're on the page, you want to make sure when you zoom in, your zoom is at 100%. So if you see up here, it says 100%. Make sure it's 100%. If you zoom in and then try taking pictures, the pictures get kind of pixelated and blurry, so you don't want to do that. Anyway, since I had Donkey and Diddy running or animating, I kind of want to have them chasing something, so I figured, well, there's this banana bunch right here that's probably perfect to have them chase after, so I'll do just that. So I'm going to throw this into Paint. I'm going to put this on the left side here, and I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to open up another Paint window and throw this on the right. And what I'm going to do here is I kind of said you don't want to zoom in. Well, that's when you're taking a snapshot of this, because this is the true resolution size of the picture here. Of course, that's just too small to work with, so I'm going to zoom in 800%. Just, you know, clicking down here or whatever it is. And you can see the banana bunch here. I have the grid on right there just to kind of be more little pixel perfect. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just kind of grab the very edge of the banana bunch here, which I think is right there. If you can see the border of the box here, whatever is touching it will include, so it'll include the pixels of this banana bunch. I want to go down to here. I'm going to press Control X to cut it. I'm going to go into here. I'm going to shrink this a little bit. I'm going to paste that in here, and I'm going to zoom in a bunch. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to paste it, press right arrow key once, and the down arrow key once. And the reason I'm doing this is just to add like a little bit of a border, just to make the transparent part of the process a little bit easier. And then I'm going to reduce the border to just 1 pixel in length on the side. Take the eyedrop tool, take a picture, or take the color of the background here, go to the paint bucket, and then I'm going to just kind of paint the rest of it. It just makes it a little bit easier, in my finding, to have like a surrounding border, so that way when you put it into like a photo editing thing like Gimp or Photoshop, you can just select one spot and get everything. And then that's pretty much all I need to do to get the sprite, but if you look at 100%, the sprite is just too damn small. So we're going to go back up 800% here, and I'm going to actually resize it by clicking this like button here, like kind of 2 windows, kind of like in a scaling motion. Or I guess you could Control W to open up this dialog. And I find if it's like about 400% bigger, that's usually decent. It looks ugly as crap here, but keep in mind you're zoomed in 800%. So that looks about right compared to like what you kind of see here. It's about the same size. So I think I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to just save this. I like to kind of organize my stuff like this. So this will be banana bunches. And this is the first banana bunch, so I'll just call it like banana bunch a 1. I like to have a 0 prefix in front of the 1 in case there's more than 10 sprites. In this case, I think there's 6, but you gotta see what I'm saying. What I like to do. And that's all I need for this. So I'm gonna click on this paint window here, do Control New to get a new one, and then kind of repeat the process. Okay, cool. I got all my banana bunches purloined from that sprite sheet over there, so that's awesome. So we don't need to save that anymore. And now we're gonna open into some like image layering program like Gimp. I use Gimp because it's free, and you can't beat free. So I'll open up Gimp here, and I'll show you how to make the background of your images transparent. Okay, so we're in Gimp here, so let's start with opening a new canvas. So we definitely don't need 1920 by 1080. We probably just need like 500 by 500 pixels to start. Go find our picture. Okay, so let's banana bunches here. Hopefully these are all the same size. They should be about less than a kilobyte in size. So we'll grab the first one here and just drop it right into Gimp. Cool. So now we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to remove this pink background layer. But to do that, you can press the U key and then select the pink area of your picture. Right-click it, go to Layer, go to Transparency, add Alpha Channel, and then hit the Delete key. So it looks like it's just you deleted like the pink background, but you actually made it transparent. The background down here in this layer is white, so we're going to get rid of that. So just right-click it, go to Delete, and there you go. It's a transparent, which is that checkered thing. A little bit of this pink right here, so I'm going to just actually press U, click on the pink, and then delete that. Cool. So now we made the background transparent, which means it's pretty nice to add it to backgrounds without obscuring the background with your foreground. So let's now crop this. So if you zoom in here and do Shift-C to do the cropping tool, drag over to what you need. In this case, I want to keep the images as small as possible because I'm running this in the Lua console. I don't know if it's doing any optimization or caching on the side, so I just want the pictures as small as possible. So I'm going to drag this over to the edge right here and drag it just like so. Hold the space key, you can kind of move your canvas around pretty easily. And cool. That's the first banana bunch. I'm going to hit Enter and crop the photo. Now I'm going to go to File up here, go to Export As. Then you just want to find like the area in your File Explorer here to save your image. In my case, it's banana bunches, so I just like to just put the word transparent at the back of it just to show that it's transparent compared to the original image here, and then just do an export. I just do the default settings. Cool, that's the first one. Now we have to repeat that 5 more times. Okay, cool. That's the last one there. So we don't really need GIMP or anything else. So we'll just exit out of this, and it'll ask if we want to discard everything. That's fine. We already have it saved as PNGs. So now we can add it to code. All right, cool. So I have this in an editor here, so I actually don't need these PNGs anymore. So let me just kind of go and delete. Oh, oops. Definitely want that. Cool. Move the recycle bin. Awesome. Now we just have the transparent images here. Cool. So let's code up something. I'm just going to purloin some code from this Donkey Kong one here and make a new file under folder here. You find all the code in the description below on my GitHub page. So this will just be called like banana bunches.lua. Now we have a banana bunch class that knows how to do all the stuff for getting the correct image and animating it. So let's see what happens if we add it to our main here. I'm just going to comment this out for a minute just to kind of see if this behaves correctly. So I'll just import we'll make a new object. Cool. So let's see what happens. Cool. So let's boot up BizHawk because this is how I'm running my stuff. See how this animates. Should be able to find if I go to SNES, Donkey Kong. Let's throw the main file in here and see if it works. And nope, I got a bug. So what's the problem here? Oh, well, here's my problem. I'm putting in the banana bunches object, but what I should have been calling is the next frame method, because the draw image thing is looking for an image or something of that nature, not an object. Okay, there's my problem. So let's just go and delete that for a second, go into here, and we'll refresh this. Toggle it. Okay, it's complaining as it can't find banana bunches, whatever it's trying to find here. So let's just... Oh, here's my other problem. They're called banana bunch, not bunches. So because of that, I'm actually going to change the name of this. So I'm just going to go into here, banana bunches, replace that with banana bunch. Let's try that, and hopefully I didn't break anything. But knowing my luck, I probably broke everything. So yay. Okay. If this kind of works, it's kind of a trial and error thing. If you ever programmed before, maybe I should be a little bit more professional at this, but hey, we got it. And we have our banana bunch kind of looks like it's torquing in the corner there, so that's fine. I don't really like how the way it's doing that, though. In my opinion, it should probably... Well, for one, we should slow this down, so stop that. We'll pause that. Let's make the frame delay for this like 6 frames instead of 2. Redo this. Okay, that looks about right from what I remember from the game. Of course, it's doing this cycling thing, so we got to do some custom logic here. Okay, I made a small augmentation of my program here. What I want to do is to have it kind of loop forwards from like 1 to 6, and then kind of go backwards. From what I remember from the game, the banana bunches kind of go forwards and backwards a little bit, and it'll just kind of keep doing that. So I essentially just did a loop over the first 6 frames, and then did a loop in reverse the same 6 frames, and added them back into the table that I'm going to be looping over. So if my calculations are correct, which they probably are not. Okay, cool. So I got the bananas animating the way I wanted. So you see how they kind of like goes up and then back down. That's how I remember it in the game. So I think I got that perfect. So that's awesome. So now we want to animate the Kongs. Back in this file, I kind of already had this animation logic here, so I'm going to probably just throw this banana bunch or whatever it is after donkey. And I probably am going to just make a guess, make it like whatever the current X coordinate from that the Kongs are currently on, moving from left to right on the X-axis. I'm going to probably do 190 plus 50. So let's do 240 if my math is correct. And we'll just replay that then. I'll refresh that. Okay, well I got the banana bunches animating with them, but obviously the Y-axis is wrong, so... Oh, then I go and redo that. And just the 550. I'm gonna move this to like 270 or something of that nature, so we'll go and see what this looks like. So refresh that, toggle. Okay, I got it animating with donkey, but it's kind of on top of donkey, and that doesn't look right. Okay, that 500 looks correct, but it's kind of just appearing out in the middle of nowhere, so I'm going to have to reduce the X-axis on the left threshold to probably, like, I guess 500 pixels or something. Let's do, like, 550 pixels, so this is going to be kind of a long delay, but that's fine. So I'll go restart this. Okay, cool, so that's what I wanted to show, I guess, just how to animate the sprites. So it looks like Donkey has 20 frames of animation of this run there. Diddy has 13, and the Banana Bunch has 6. But then it kind of flutters backwards, so it's actually 12. If I'm off by 1, I'm off by 1. So there we go. Now I have a little thing to display on the side while I'm playing Donkey Kong Country 3. Of course, I don't know how much real estate I'll be taking up, but may as well just have something, you know. Anyway, thanks. That's all I wanted to show.